conversation model with a partner. Page 54. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Leisure activities. Read and listen. 1,
Exercise.
2,
Take a nap.
3,
Listen to music.
Hola, hola, buenas noches, ¿cómo
4,
están? ¿Me
Read.
pueden escuchar?
5,
Play soccer.
6,
Check email.
7,
Go out for dinner.
8,
Go to the movies.
9,
Go dancing.
10.
Visit friends.
Oh, un momento que no
Now listen
los
again
escucho.
and repeat. Page 55. Exercise 1. Conversation model.
Hola, hola, ¿me escuchan? ¿Me pueden confirmar si me escuchan, por favor?
Sí, señor,
Sí,
lo escuchamos.
ok. Bien, gracias, gracias. Lo siento, es que estaba teniendo problemas con el software para abrir la reunión, pero ya estoy intentando de nuevo. Un momento, por favor, y ya regreso. Discúlpenme.
Ok.
No me pude comunicar tampoco en el computador, nada, en el celular.
Estoy en mi celular. Coloca ahí con cuidado.
Lo que pasa es que al colocarme en el celular no se ve bien la pantalla cuando ahorita también comparto.
Disculpa si silencié el micrófono. Disculpa. Hola, hola, creo que ahora sí. ¿Ya me pueden ver y escuchar? Sí. ¿Me pueden confirmar, por favor? Si me escuchan y me ven bien. Es que estaba teniendo problemas con la
Sí,
cámara
señor.
y el sonido.
Si lo vemos, si lo escuchamos.
Ok, muchas gracias. Bueno, bien. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo están? How are you guys today? Good?
Muy bien.
Very good? Awesome. So, Yolanda, how is your day today?
Señor. Señor,
How is your day going? How is your day?
a ver, es que estoy como sin gafas. No entendí, no entendí.
Okay, no worries.
¿Cómo
How,
estás?
how is your day going? Good? Today?
¿Cómo estuvo mi día hoy?
Mhm.
Muy bien, very, very wonderful, working, bien.
Okay. You were really busy, right? Working too much?
Working too much. No, ahí entendí, estoy trabajando. ¿Qué me preguntaste?
Yeah, that if you were working like in many things or if you were working so much. Like your day is full, right? You said?
No te estoy entendiendo.
Que tu día estaba lleno, ¿sí?
I understand.
Ok. Que me dijiste que tu día estaba lleno, que estabas full, ¿verdad?
¿verdad?
Okay, good. So, thank you. Let's start with today's class. So, as always, if you guys turn on your camera, I would appreciate that. So I can see you. I don't feel like I'm talking to like a computer or like a machine, but if I can see you, that would be better. However, if you don't want to, that's fine. So here, last class, we were working on activities for daily life, such as basic tasks, right? Such as routines. So get up, get dressed, brush my teeth, all of them. Now, so we were here at this part. We're gonna work onto. Sorry, we're gonna work in. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna work with this conversation model. So this conversation model, we have A and B as usual. So we ask, are you a morning person or an evening person? Evening, sorry. So we are going to practice this with our partners. Okay, we're gonna start with this exercise and then we will move on to the next section. What's the idea? I'm going to play the recording and right after the recording, we will practice together. Okay? Here we go.
Now you can describe what you did. 1.
Sorry about it.
I'm definitely an. Are you a morning?
Evening activities.
Here we go.
Read and listen.
Are you a morning person or an evening person?
Me? I'm definitely an evening person.
And why do you say that?
Well, I get up after 10 in the morning, and I go to bed after 2. What about you?
I'm a morning person. I get up before 6.
Okay, so just to check that you understood this, I want to ask you guys, are you a morning or an evening person? You can activate your microphone and let me know, or let us know. Anybody?
Exercise.
Are you an evening or a morning person? Do you like working in the morning or working in the evening, sorry? So how is it better for you? What's your rhythm like? Or what do you guys prefer? Anybody?
I'm an evening person. I hate wake up early in the morning. It's the worst thing.
Okay, you're being honest. I like that. Thank you, Lily. And yeah, of course, I have experienced that. I've seen you. I'm a witness that you're an evening person. Anybody else wants to share that with us? Oh, I think I can see that Armando, Patricia, and Angelica, they're having problems with the audio. Samir, what about you? Are you a morning or an evening person?
I think I am a morning person because when I get up early, I think the time is, I don't know how to say. I aprovechar el tiempo.
Okay, you feel like you're more efficient, maybe?
Yes, I feel more efficient when I get up early, but it's very difficult to get up early every day.
Sure. I absolutely understand that. I feel the same thing. I don't like waking up early, but what I like is to start my day early. So it's like sacrificing a little of sleep for starting your day or my day early so I can have more time for different activities. But yeah, I feel what you're saying. Thank you, Samir, for participating. Angelica, Juani, anybody wants to say something about this? Are you guys morning or evening person or people?
The- Juan Carlos, discúlpame, es que tengo el computador y dice Juani, pero la misma Yolanda. Para
Oh,
que no
okay.
te equivoques.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Good. So let's continue. We are going to assign roles. So we're going to have role A, role B, just as in the conversation. We're going to play it again so you get the intonation and the right pronunciation of the words. And after that, I will assign role A or person A and person B. Here we go.
I'm definite.
Morning and evening activities. Read and listen.
Are you a morning person or an evening person?
Me? I'm definitely an evening person.
And why do you say that?
Well, I get up after 10 in the morning, and I go to bed after 2. What about you?
I'm a morning person. I get up before 6.
Exercise.
Ready? Any questions? Okay. Here we go. So, Samir, you're going to be A, and Lore, you are going to be B.
Okay.
So what's the idea? If you want, you can use this template and of course change it. I mean, you can use this template and use this as an example. So you can change the time and of course the section of the day. So morning or evening, I'm definitely an whatever. Okay? So you guys go ahead, please.
Are you a morning person or an evening person?
Me, I'm definitely an evening person.
Oh wait, that's Nicole. You're a liar. Okay. Samir, go ahead.
Yes.
And why do you say that?
Well, I had wake up early in the morning. What about you?
Teacher, I don't see. Okay, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Here.
Okay. I am a morning person. I get up before 6.
Okay, thank you. Now let's go with. Oh, Julian, you're here. Welcome. Let's go with Julian, if you're ready, and Miss Yolanda, Miss Terrano. Okay, Yolanda. So Julian, you're A if you're ready. If not, no worries. And Yolanda, you're B.
You'll be.
So Julian, go ahead, please.
Yes. A?
Yes.
Point 3?
Yes. Number 3.
Okay. Are you a morning person or an evening person?
Ay, se me pierde la pantalla y no puedo leer aquí. No la logré.
Okay, no worries. You're fine.
Hablas tú y hablas Juan Carlos y aparece la pantalla. Entonces yo coloco la tercera, ¿cierto?
There you go. Yes.
Me,
Yes, please.
I am definitely no sé qué decir.
You prefer waking up early or waking up late and working the evening? What do you prefer? To start your day early or late?
Early.
Okay.
Early.
So you are definitely a morning person.
Entonces, me, I am definitely early and person.
A morning person.
A morning person.
Mm-hmm.
Hoy en la mañana. Sí, listo.
Julian, please.
And why do you say that?
Well, I get after 10 in the morning, and I would be after 2. What about you, Julian?
I am evening person. I sleep late.
Okay. You skip late, you said? Oh, you sleep late. Okay, okay.
Sleep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. So this one, definitely. We do not pronounce the E. So we don't say definitively, but we say definitely, like without the E. Definitely. Definitely. Okay? Let's go with... Okay, we're just going to recycle the language. Do you guys remember how to ask the questions with WH? So when do you go to bed? What time do you go to work? What about your parents? What about your wife? Stuff like that. Do you remember that? We studied this last class, and I think in a previous lesson we had done this too. So today I want you to do a quick question to anybody. So let's go with Samir. Can you ask Julian a question, please, using the WH format?
Okay. Julian, what time do you start to work?
I start work at 12 p.m.
Good. Thank you. Julian, now can you ask Lorena, please?
Lorena.
Any question using this language? 1, 2, or 3.
Lorena, what time do you get up?
I wake up. I'm not sure. I wake up at 5 a.m. 5 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Now, Lore, or Nikki, can you ask Patricia, please?
What time do you sleep?
Patricia, what time do you sleep? Or what time do you go to bed? Oh, your microphone. Oh, okay. You don't want to participate? Your microphone is off.
Okay, yes.
So what time
What
do you
I
sleep?
do to sleep?
Yeah. Or what time do you go to bed?
No,
What time do you go to sleep?
I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep is no
No? Okay. All right. No worries.
time. 10.
At 10? Okay. You go to
10.
sleep at 10
Okay,
p.m.
10. How 10?
Cool. Cool. Thank you. Good. So now let's go with lesson 2 of unit 7. Christian, welcome. Hello. Thank you for being here. Can you read goal or what the goal is for this lesson, please?
Okay, hi everyone. Goal. Describe what do you do in your free time.
Okay, describe what you do in your free time. Good. Before we continue with this, thank you, Christian. We're gonna make a difference clear, or we're gonna clarify a concept. So, get up is different from wake up, right? So, get up implies movement, let's say. So it is when you, let's say you're on your bed and you get up, right? And wake up is just when you're sleeping and now you're awake, okay? You're sleeping, you are awake. So you wake up, okay? Wake up is just passing from being asleep to being awake. And get up is from being in a resting position to an active position, let's say. Okay? Let's continue with vocabulary. So we're going to listen to this. And remember, we always want to repeat what we hear at home, or what we listen to at home. So here we go. Uh-oh, just a second.
Exercise repeat. Page 54. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Leisure activities. Read and listen. 1,
Exercise.
2,
Take a nap.
3,
Listen to music.
4,
Read.
5,
Play soccer.
6,
Check email.
7,
Go out for dinner.
8,
Go to the movies.
9,
Go dancing.
10.
Visit friends.
Good. So as you can see, or as Christian read at the beginning, we're going to talk about leisure activities, right? So leisure, it's, let's say, free time activities, right? Free time activities. So instead of check email, because I think this is kind of an old book. So, oops, we don't check email. We can oh, sorry. We don't actually check email, or yeah, we do it, but that is not for fun or free time. That is mostly because of work now. So instead of check email, maybe check phone, or check our phone, check my phone, right? Or check social media, right? Just like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of this, okay? So what are we going to do next? We're going to move on to vocabulary, or the section that is called vocabulary and grammar practice. Point 2. Here, we want to write questions. We're not going to write them. If you want, of course, be my guest. But what's the idea here? To ask questions about these activities. So 1 to 10, or any activity that comes to your mind that is done or performed during your free time or leisure time, okay? So here we go. If you want, I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you 1 minute to write a question. When it is time, I want you to ask somebody that question, okay? So 1 minute from now. Go ahead, please. Is that clear what we need to do? So this is an example. When do you visit friends? Oops. When. We're going to use when or what time. Just to practice with the
JC,
vocabulary. Yeah.
I can see the book.
Oh, you can. Oh, sorry, my bad. Thank you. Just with when. I have to get used to this. Thank you, Christian. When or what time? Using these two WH questions. Okay. When. This is an example. When do you visit friends? When do you go dancing? What time do you take a nap? Okay, so questions like this, 1 minute to write them, and then we ask them to anybody else. Okay, let's go here. 1 minute from now. We have 10 more seconds, guys. All right, so let's start. Christian, do you want to start?
Okay, right.
Good, thank you. Armando, is your microphone working today?
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. All right, so Christian, please ask Armando.
Okay, Armando, when do you go dancing?
Friday in the night.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Armando. Now I want you to ask a question to Lorena.
Lorena, what time do you go to the movies? Lorena.
I go to the movie Wednesday. On
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday? Okay, on Wednesday. And what time?
Yes. At night.
Perfect. Thank you. Now, Lorena or Nicole, whoever it is, can you please ask Samir?
Okay. What time do you play soccer?
Oh, I never play soccer.
Oh, you never play soccer. Okay, good. Samir, your turn. Angelica, are you here?
Yes.
Oh, welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. So, Samir, you can ask Angelica now.
Angelica, when do you exercise?
Exercise morning 7 p.m. I say 7 a.m.
Okay, in the mornings, every day?
No.
No? Okay, what days? Mondays?
I don't.
Oh, you don't remember?
I don't understand.
Yeah, so what days do you work out? What days do you exercise?
Okay.
Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, what days?
Weekend. In the weekend.
Oh, okay. On the weekend, good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Angelica. Thank you, Samir. Good. So let's move on to this part. Maybe we are going to use the same questions, but now I want you guys to take these into account. We are going to use frequency adverbs. What are these? These are words that help us, as the word itself or as the term itself says it, help us to know or to express the frequency that we do some activity with. For example, I am going to highlight them here. So I usually, I sometimes, or I never. This is, let's say, like the percentage of probability or frequency with what I do this. So I never, I sometimes, I usually, I do it frequently, and I always. So always is I don't miss a day, or let's say a day. For example, if I work out every day from at 7 p.m., so I say I always work out at 7 p.m. If I don't work out every day, I can say I usually work out at 7 p.m. I sometimes work out at 7 p.m. or I never work out at 7 p.m. Okay? So I want you guys to read these sentences. Let's go with Julian. Number 1, please, with soccer. This one.
Where?
Right here.
I always play soccer on Saturday.
The second one too, please.
I usually check email in the evening.
Thank you very much. Angelica, can you go with number 3? And Nikki with number 4, please? So this one, Angelica.
Sí, es que no lo veía, perdón.
Oh, sorry.
I sometimes go dancing on weekends.
Thank you.
On.
Perfect. And Nikki.
I never take a nap in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. But this doesn't work for you. You take naps, right? Okay. So be careful when you use frequency adverbs. Okay. So we want to make sure we place the adverbs in the right spot or in the right place. Here. So we have this explanation here. We want to use it right after the subject. So we don't want to use it this way. I play always soccer. No. Or he checks usually email. No. As I have said this before, in Spanish, we can say it a certain way, but in English, it works different. So make sure that you use it the right way. Always, every time, after the subject. I always, I usually, she always, she never, he sometimes, they usually, they always, all like that, okay? Subject and then frequency adverb. Any doubts or questions so far? No questions? Okay, good. So now, what I want you guys is to use these to answer the questions that we asked before. So do you remember that Christian was asking a question to somebody else? Samir, Lorena, all of the questions that you wrote down are going to be asked now, but I want you guys to use these frequency adverbs or these words in your answer. Is that clear? Okay.
Yes.
It's clear.
Thank you. So let's start with Armando. So you're just going to pick somebody, say a name first, and then ask the question, okay?
Okay.
It is basically asking the same question that you wrote before, the question that you already asked, but what is changing now is just the answer, okay?
Ay, no me fijé. Can you repeat, please?
Sure. We're gonna go with an example. So, Christian, did you understand the dynamics of this exercise?
Right, get it.
Yes. Okay. So please ask Lorena your question.
Okay, Lorena, what time do you read?
Thank you, Christian.
I always eat. You say eat, right?
I think he said read, right?
Read. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Okay, I always read.
Okay. So I always read and then something else?
Weekday.
On weekdays.
I have a question. Weekday is like entre semana.
Right. So we have weekdays. Weekdays, it's Monday to Friday. And weekends is Saturday and Sunday. Or Friday to Sunday. It depends how you want to like frame it. But yeah, usually weekdays is Monday to Friday. Thank you. So Armando, you got the point now? You understand the dynamics now?
Yes.
Perfect. So let's ask somebody. Or actually, Angelica.
Angelica, what time go out of dinner for dinner?
Repeat with me, please.
What time do you go out for dinner?
¿Puedo hacer una pregunta en español?
Sure, go ahead. No worries.
Entiendo la pregunta, me está diciendo como cuánto tiempo tomo para cenar, dinner.
Oh, no, what time you go out for dinner. So what time you go out to get dinner, to eat.
¿Cuánto tiempo tienes para cenar?
No, like what time do you do it? Like you go at 8 p.m. or at 9 p.m. or 7
Ah,
p.m.
ok. Ok, ya entendí. Ok, perdón. Usually, I 7 p.m.
Okay. I usually go at 7 p.m., right?
Okay.
Perfect. Now, Angelica, your turn to ask, please. Can you ask Samir, please?
Okay. Samir, what time? Ay, no sé. Voy a pensar y ya les digo.
Okay. Anyways, look, I'm going to show you this. So you can take or pick one of this. So it could be 1, 2, 3, any of this.
What time go to the movies in the weekend?
Well, I sometimes go to the movies on the weekends.
Okay. And what time?
Maybe at 7 p.m.
Okay, perfect. And what kind of movies do you like, Samir?
Well, I like almost every genre of movies.
Perfect. Thank you. Samir, now you want to ask Yolanda.
Yo pregunto.
Yolanda, when do you check your email?
When do you repeat?
Check your email.
Always, I always to go check email y no siempre no, I know always. I never. No, sometimes, algunas veces. I sometimes go checking email.
Okay. So I sometimes, what's the verb? I sometimes, yes. Check.
Go check.
Without the go. Without the
check
go.
Email. Sometimes in the weekends.
Okay. Perfect. That's fine. Thank you, Yolanda. So we don't always use go, just for some expressions or words or activities, okay? So in this case is I sometimes check my email, whatever, or check email at this time, okay? Any questions so far, guys? Or any doubts that you may have?
No
No?
questions.
No questions, okay. Thank you. So this is the idea, maybe, or in the future, you're going to check that we can place these frequency adverbs at some other place, or we can put them in another place in the sentence. But I want you guys to understand that are the basics. So with the basics, we always do subject, frequency adverb, and then the rest of the sentence. Remember, we always use it this way. Subject, frequency adverb, verb, and then complement. Okay? And be careful when you get asked a question or when you're asked a question. Why? Because what time is different from when. For example, if I say, Christian, what time do you work out? Christian Cuellar?
Okay, acá estoy.
Yeah, so what time do you work out?
I work out at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. But Christian, what if I ask you, when do you work out?
On Mondays, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Christian, for the explanation. Here, we use what time specifically for time. But when, it might mean you're asking for a time, but it is specifically for days. So when. What time? ¿A qué horas? When? ¿Cuándo? So what time? 5 p.m. When? On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay? So be careful with that. When you get asked what time, it is different from when. Or when you want to ask, same thing. Good. Now, I'm going to show you some drawings. So we're going to use this. What I want you, I'm going to make it easier today. What's the idea? We want to invent names and make sentences with these pictures. So for example, this is an example. Scott usually visits friends on Saturday. What do I want you guys to focus here on is this. Scott, it is a he, right? So for he, she, and it, we conjugate the verb a different way. So if we have visit, we turn it into visits, okay? I want you now to use subject, frequency adverb, verb or activity, and complement. Okay? I'm gonna show you these pictures and you all want to participate. So here, if we have two people, you know what pronouns to use, or you can invent proper names or proper nouns. Let's say Juan and Diana. Or here, second, just Sandra, Pedrito, whatever you want to say, but I want you to use that structure. The structure is going to be subject plus frequency adverb plus verb plus complement. Okay? So let's start with Lorena or Nikki or both.
Okay. I never play soccer on
Weekday.
On weekdays or weekends?
weekends.
Okay, perfect. Now, Nikki, as we're doing these examples, that is a perfect example, but now I want you to use any pronoun that is not I. So maybe they or we or whatever, but also try to use he, she, or it, okay? Whatever you can use is fine, but try not to use I, okay?
Nikki takes a nap on.
Nikki always takes.
Sí. Nikki always takes a nap on afternoon.
In the afternoon. Good,
In the
perfect.
afternoon.
Thank you. Angelica, your turn. Okay, she might not be ready. Samir, you're up.
Okay, Miguel and Sandra sometimes exercise on weekends.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Let's go with Julian.
Armando usually exercises weekdays in the morning.
Good. Now, can you use another verb or action, please?
Lorena sometimes reads weekends.
On weekends. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Christian, your turn. And then we go with Armando.
Okay. Pedro, check email on Fridays.
Okay. Remember the frequency adverb?
Okay, Pedro sometimes check email on Saturdays.
Okay. So, Pedro?
Checks email.
Okay. Can you do the whole sentence again, please?
Okay, Pedro sometimes checks email on Saturdays.
Perfect. Thank you. Armando.
Camilo always play lacrosse.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So you're talking about Camilo, right? So Camilo, what is Camilo?
You teacher.
Okay, yeah. So I'm Camilo. It's he, right? So Camilo, can you say it again, please?
So Camilo always play lacrosse.
Good. But now you're missing the conjugation. Camilo.
Okay.
So Camilo always play or plays?
Plays.
There you go. So can you make the whole sentence again, please? Or can you say it again?
Camilo always plays lacrosse.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Let's go with Yolanda. And with Angelica after, please.
Yolanda.
Yes.
Richard and Yolanda usually go dancing or weekends.
Beautiful. Thank you, Yolanda. Patricia, your turn. Oh.
No.
No? Okay, no worries. You're fine. Let's go with Angelica. You there?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. Your turn.
Yolanda visit friends weekends.
Okay. Remember the structure? So Yolanda, frequency.
Usually.
Okay, say it again.
Yolanda usually visit friends
Mhm.
Yolanda usually visit friends weekend.
On weekends, perfect. So Yolanda, what is Yolanda? Yolanda is?
She.
So what did you miss with I mean, in this sentence?
Okay. She usually visit friends weekends.
That is fine. You can say Yolanda or you can say she. But what I want to say is you need to conjugate the verb. Okay? So Yolanda or she visits.
Okay.
Now, can you say it again, please?
Okay. She visits friends. No, she usually visits friends weekends.
On weekends. Good. Thank you very much. Just a quick thing, just a quick correction. You pronounce it friends, okay? You don't say friends, but you say friends. Okay?
Good.
Okay. Okay, my friend.
My friend. Thank you. Yeah, let's go with this conversation model. Here we go.
Now listen again and repeat. Page 55. Exercise 1. Conversation model. Now you can describe what you do in your free time. Read and listen.
So please, don't just read mentally, but try to repeat it, okay? Repeat it at home.
What's your typical day like?
Time. Read and listen.
What's your typical day like?
Well, I usually go to work at 9 and I come home at 6.
And what do you do in your free time?
I sometimes read or watch TV. What about you?
Pretty much the same.
Sometimes read at 6.
Are you mute?
Thank you, Christian. I'm going to pause it so you can repeat the whole sentence.
Typical day like.
Read and listen.
What's your typical day like?
What's your typical day like?
Well, I usually go to work at 9 and I come home at 6.
And what do you do in your free time?
I sometimes read or watch TV. What about you?
Pretty much the same.
Good. Any questions about vocabulary here or anything? If not, I'm going to continue. Here, so we have the conversation activator. What's the idea here? Same that we have done before. We have A and B, A and B, A, and we practice with our daily routines. So let me go back to here. Yeah. Yes. We have A, B, A, B, A. Okay. So think about it. I'm going to let you read this for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and then we start asking. So please be ready. What's the idea? To use this template, but of course, the idea is that you don't use the same words or vocabulary that we have here. So for example, what's your typical day like? Well, I usually visit my mom at this time, and I come home or I go to work at this time. So what's the idea? That you use different vocabulary, okay? And okay. What do you do in your free time? I sometimes exercise or check my email. What about you? Pretty much the same. So, or you can say something different, okay? Now, let's avoid this one. Let's not say pretty much the same. Let's say something else. I sometimes, I always, okay? So read this template, 30 seconds, and then we practice. Angelica, do you want to ask something?
Teacher, one question.
Yes.
Where is pretty much?
Pretty much. In this case, it would mean prácticamente. It's not literally, pero sería como pretty much sería mucho. Y the same es lo mismo. Pero no hay como una, o sea, literalmente no tendría, si lo traducimos literalmente no tendría sentido. Entonces sería como prácticamente lo mismo. ¿Sí?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go here with A and B. Let's start with Julian and Lorena.
I am A.
Yes, please.
Lorena, what's your typical day like?
Well, I usually do workout at 7 a.m. and I begin in my work at 11 a.m.
Julian?
And what do you do in your free time?
And sometimes read or watch anime. What about you?
Very much the same.
Okay. Julian, could you say something about you in this case? Instead of saying pretty much the same, could you say something that you do?
I go out to run.
Okay. Remember. Perfect. Can you use a frequency adverb, please?
I usually go out to run at the park.
Perfect. Thank you. We're going with Samir and Armando. And after that, we go with Angelica and Christian.
Okay. Armando, what's your typical day like?
I like the Monday. Yes. I begin the week. I like the Monday.
Okay. So thank you, Armando, for that. But remember, we want to use a template. So what's the template? Well, I sometimes, I never, or whatever. Here, explaining an activity that you usually do or that is in your routine.
Okay. Well, I usually go to work at 6 o'clock, and I come home at 5 o'clock.
And what do you do in your free time?
I sometimes practice exercise or in my house, watch TV. What about you?
Well, I sometimes exercise or read, or I go out to buy some things for the house.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Samir. Thank you, Armando. Good job. Excellent. Let's go with Angelica and Christian, please.
Okay. What's your typical day like, Christian?
Well, I usually start to work at 7:30, finish at 9 p.m.
Okay. What do you is your free time?
Oh, I sometimes got out to do some basketball shoots. What about you?
What about you, Angelica? Not there. Okay, so if Angelica, meanwhile Angelica gets ready, just something quick, Christian. So should is the verb, and shot is the noun. So you can go out to shoot, or you can go out to practice your shots. You understand the difference?
El shoot, ¿cómo es? El que es con doble O es, ¿cómo se pronuncia? Shoot.
Shoot. So
Shoot.
this
Y
one
el
is
otro
like
es shot.
shoot, and this one is shot.
Shoot. Este es shot. Shot. Shot.
Like
Okay.
oh. I don't
Okay,
remember
shoot.
the symbol, but it's like you open your mouth like but you pronounce an O. So shot.
Shot. Shot. Ok. En este caso sería el... Pues serviría las dos formas, pero podría ser el verbo shoot. Shoot.
Right. So you can do it either way, but you want to make sure it has the right structure. So, for example, I shoot in the morning, or I did 20 shots in the morning.
Okay.
So you see?
Okay, okay.
Perfect. So, Angelica, what about you? You ready now?
Yes, teacher. ¿Me puedes repetir la pregunta, por favor?
Oh yeah. We were doing this exercise. So he answered what he was doing or what he usually does during his free time. And now he asked, what about you? What do you do in your free time?
In the free time, go to the park.
Okay. So remember the structure. I, frequency adverb, then the action.
Okay. I go to the park usually, no. I usually go to the park.
Okay, perfect. What time?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Perfect. Thank you very much, Angelica.
Thank you.
So just a quick reminder, when we talk about special dates, I'm going to write it here. Just wait a second. Yeah. We use it for months. Second week, in the second week, or in the third week, weeks, month, sorry, not months, but seasons. On is for specific dates, for days, and for little portions of days or little groups of days. So for example, weekdays or weekends. And we use at mainly for time. Okay, so for example, I usually go to another country in December. In December. I usually take the bus at 8 p.m. I usually go to the gym on Mondays. I sometimes exercise on weekdays. I never listen to music on Mondays, for example. Okay? You remember this? If not, you can take a screenshot or you can take a picture and you can review it later. In, on, at. Oh yeah, and this too. I forgot about this. So in is for portions of the day or sections of the day. Section of the day. Except night. So we say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night. So for night we use at night. Any questions so far? No questions so far. Okay. Patricia, can you please help us reading the goal for this lesson? Oh, your microphone is off, Patricia.
Listo. What?
Can you please
Really?
read? Yes.
Discussion house chore, vocabulary.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So discuss household chores. What do you guys understand just by looking at the picture and the words about household chores? Anybody?
Things that you have to do in your life.
Okay, perfect.
For the house, for maintain, clean the house.
Very nice. Thank you. So mainly adult things, right? So wash the dishes, clean the house, do the laundry, take out the garbage, go shopping, ironing, right? So as you said, Samir, things that we do at home to keep it clean or to be organized, right? We're going to listen to them and please repeat it at home. Repeat them at home.
Exercise repeat. Page 56. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Household chores. Read and listen. 1,
Wash the dishes.
2,
Clean the house.
3,
Do the laundry.
4,
Take out the garbage.
5.
Go shopping.
House.
Household chores.
Let's do it again.
Read and listen. 1,
Wash the dishes.
2,
Clean the house.
3,
Do the laundry.
4,
Take out the garbage.
5.
Go shopping.
Okay, are these clear for you guys? Good. So do the laundry. Take this into account. Do the laundry. There are some verbs, or in English, we have some collocations. What are collocations? Like specific ways to say things or to place words. In Spanish, we don't usually have them, or they're not that common because we just say them the way we think, right? But in English, we have specific words or verbs for things. So go shopping, do the laundry. I'm gonna show you something. Let me see, what is it? Here. You can go to this page. Oh, I don't think I have it here. I forgot about it. Yeah, just a second. I think I have it in another computer. Let me check really quick. Oh, I found it. Yes. So let's come here. This is the name of the page. Osdick. My brother, Sebastian, he showed it to me. And we can find like prepositions for words here. Let me see if we have it here. Yeah. So we have prepositions or the right ways, or the right way, sorry, to use some words. Por ejemplo, ponemos aquí laundry y vamos a ver cómo se utiliza. Entonces, ¿cómo se utiliza? Por ejemplo, verbo y después laundry. ¿Cuál sería en este caso? Sería do. Entonces, the housekeeper cooks, does the laundry and cleans. Y también aquí, ¿cómo lo podemos usar? Laundry más un sujeto o más un sustantivo, perdón. Entonces, el hotel ofrece servicio gratuito de lavandería. So, laundry and then the noun. Same here. Quantity. Cantidad. There was a pile of clean laundry on her bed. Entonces, a pile of. Esta sería la cantidad. Una pila de ropa limpia encima de su cama o sobre su cama. ¿Listo? Entonces, laundry se puede referir no solamente como hacer la lavandería o al verbo do the laundry, sino laundry sería como el conjunto de la ropa. ¿Listo? Pero siempre debemos utilizar el do con este verbo o con esta actividad. ¿Ok? Here, we were talking about frequency adverbs. Now we want to ask how often or how often, whatever, or like both ways are correct. How often or how often? Sorry, how often or how often, depending on American or British English. Here we have weekdays, as we were talking about before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weekdays, and these are weekend.
JC, I can see the book.
Thank you once again. You are the best. Thank you. So here we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. These are weekdays, and this is the weekend. How often? So with how often, we also ask about frequency. With how often, we can use I usually, or I often, or I sometimes. It depends. But here we're going to have new vocabulary. So once a year, twice a day, 3 times a month, every weekend, every Friday. I'm going to explain this to you in a moment. By now, I just want you to look at this, and we're going to have some volunteers to read this. So this is the grammar part. Okay. Armando.
Go.
Okay, go ahead, Cristian.
Grammar or how often? How often?
From grammar.
Okay. The simple present tense questions with how often, other time expressions.
Thank you. Continue with this too.
How often do you take out the garbage? I take out the garbage every day.
Very nice. Thank you, Christian. So every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days, right? Armando, can you go with the next one, please?
How often does she go shopping? She goes shopping on Saturday.
Thank you. Armando, this one, goes.
Goes.
She goes.
She goes shopping on Saturdays.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And other time expressions. Let's do it with Nicole.
Other time expressions, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week.
Very nice. Thanks. Here. So we can either say, in this case, we can either say on Saturdays or once a week. We have once a week. We have twice a week. We have 3 times a week. 1, 2, and 3. Or we can have as many times as we want. And not just a week, but we can also use some other periods of time. For example, once a week, once a month, once a year. It depends on the context or how you want to use it. So once, twice, 3 times, every weekend, every Friday. We have it here. Every weekend, every Friday. We can use every or every with any period of time. For example, every weekend, every Friday, every month, every year. Okay. Yeah. So any questions so far about this? Are these questions, these words clear for you? Yeah. Okay.
No question.
No questions. Thank you. Christian, so how often do you have English class?
I take the English class twice days on a week.
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Perfect. Thank you, Christian. So this is the idea. Instead of saying 2 days in a week, we say twice a week. That's it.
Twice a week.
Or instead of saying 1 time in a year, we say once a year. Entonces, significado de once, una vez, significado de twice, 2 veces, significado de 3 times, 3 veces, ¿sí? Entonces, times, pues puede funcionar como hora, como tiempo o como veces, ¿cierto? ¿Cuántas veces? ¿Sí? Entonces, por ejemplo, in this case, Julián, how often do you exercise?
I 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Perfect. Nice. So we were using, I usually, I sometimes, I never, I always. Those are ways to express frequency, but these are more, let's say, not more specific, but this is a different way to express it. So once a year, twice a day, whatever. That's why we have these graphic examples here or these charts here. Okay. How often? How often significa como qué tan a menudo. Ok. Qué tan a menudo. Entonces, como esto ya lo he explicado en la clase anterior, or I have explained this before. So, how early, how far, how dark, how late, how often in this case. Siempre, antes de, bueno, en esta estructura, siempre que veamos una palabra después del how, que sea un adjetivo, vamos a intentar descifrarla de esta manera. ¿Qué tan? Entonces, how late, ¿qué tan tarde? How dark, ¿qué tan oscuro? How early, ¿qué tan temprano? How far, ¿qué tan lejos? How often, ¿qué tan a menudo? ¿Sí? Por ejemplo, si yo digo how bright, ¿qué tan brillante? ¿Sí? Siempre how es qué tan en este contexto, para que sepamos cómo de manera no literal cómo traducirlo. Porque de manera literal sería cómo cómo a menudo o cómo temprano, ¿sí? Entonces no sería así, sino qué tan. ¿Listo? Cuando preguntamos how often, se refiere, o la mejor manera de responder sería como vemos en este caso aquí, en este cuadrado. Once a year, twice a day, lo que sea. Ahora, ¿qué queremos hacer? Vamos a utilizarlo en un contexto real. Preguntas rápidas para terminar acá la clase. How often do you? Entonces usando la estructura de la pregunta y también usando la estructura de la respuesta con los ejemplos que tenemos acá. Entonces la voy a mover hacia acá para que solo podamos ver eso. Y ya está. Acá, ¿qué vamos a utilizar? Simplemente respuestas cortas. Entonces, no utilicemos el I do it or I exercise twice a week, sino corta para hacerlo más conciso. ¿Listo? Empecemos con Angélica. Pues, you can ask a question to... Yeah, please ask Christian a question.
Teacher, ¿puedes minimizarlo, por favor? Que no.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Christian, how often exercise? How often exercise?
I exercise 3 times a week.
Perfect. Thank you, Christian. Now, Christian, your turn to ask.
Okay. Cualquier otra persona, ¿sí?
Yes, please.
Okay. Julián, how often do you do the laundry?
Once a week.
Nice, Julian. Your turn, please.
Yolanda, how often do you visit your friends?
Once a week.
Once a week. Thank you. Yolanda, your turn.
Once a week. Digámosle a Samir. Samir, how often clean the house?
I clean the house once a week.
Okay.
Excellent. Samir, your turn to ask.
Juani, how often do you wash the dishes?
Oh, Juan is not here. Is the same person as Yolanda. So let's go with Armando. Sorry, Samir.
Okay. Armando, how often do you wash the dishes?
Every day.
Oh, nice. Clean guy. Armando, your turn to ask.
Patricia, how often wash the dishes?
¿Qué dices? Twice a day.
Perfect. Twice a day. Now, Patricia, your turn to ask.
What?
Your turn to ask. Can you ask Lorena the question that you have?
Lorena, how often does she go shopping?
Lorena, how often do you go shopping?
Does you shopping?
Once a year.
Oh, okay. Once a year.
See?
Are you saying the truth?
No.
So Lorena, how often?
Once a month?
Once a day?
No.
Once an hour? Okay,
Yes.
Lorena. Thank you. Lorena, your turn to ask Angelica, please.
How often do you take out the garbage?
3 times in the weekend.
Oh,
Weekend.
3 times a week? Or on the weekend? Or every weekend?
Week, sorry.
Okay.
3 times a week.
3 times a week. Perfect. Thank you. Guys, something to take into account before we go. I've always said this. The goal, when you speak a language, the goal is to communicate, right? So people are going to understand, but please focus or pay attention to the details. For example, in this one, we were saying how often you wash the dishes. No, wait. How often you wash the dishes? Remember, we want the auxiliary here. How often do you wash the dishes? Okay? Or how often does he wash the dishes? ¿Sí? Entonces aquí va a funcionar de la misma manera como ya lo habíamos explicado. Si es we, you, they, I, utilizamos el do. Si es he, she o it, utilizamos el does. ¿Ok? How often do you wash the dishes? How often does he wash the dishes? ¿Ok? Y lo mismo, la respuesta siempre va a ir con el verbo perdón, con el tiempo verbal que nos pregunte. Entonces, how often do you wash the dishes? Or how often does he wash dishes? Si lo queremos corto, once a day, twice a day. Si queremos usarlo de manera larga, sería I or he wash the dishes twice a day. Or he washes the dishes twice a day. Okay? We are making this mistake repeatedly, so please focus on that. He washes, she washes, it washes. Entonces, como lo decía anteriormente, en español solamente en español tenemos muchas conjugaciones. Yo lavo, tú lavas, él lava, ustedes lavan, nosotros lavamos, tú lavas, usted lava. En español, en inglés, perdón, solo tenemos dos. I wash o I, you, we, they wash, una sola para todos esos pronombres y tenemos washes para tres. He, she, it. Entonces son las dos maneras diferentes de tener el verbo y eso es. Entonces no nos confundamos mucho, sino tengámoslo en cuenta. Sé que como no lo hablamos de una manera diaria, pues se nos puede complicar, pero tratemos de utilizarlo también como en momentos del día. Entonces, no sé si estamos viendo por la ventana y vemos que alguien camina, he walks o she walks. Vemos a alguien bailar, she dances, he dances or they dance. Como no lo practicamos, puede que se nos olvide con mucha facilidad o que lo que vemos, pues solamente lo practiquemos acá, o lo que estudiamos lo practiquemos acá. Pero ¿cuál es la idea? Encontrar maneras o estrategias para poder practicarlo en otros contextos o de manera diaria y que así podamos interiorizarlo más. ¿Listo? Eso sería todo por hoy. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta o alguna duda por solucionar?
Bueno, una pregunta.
Adelante, Samir.
Cuando uno quiere decir hacer mercado, ¿es lo mismo go shopping?
Ahí podríamos utilizar el groceries. Entonces, buy groceries. Sí, este groceries es más como de ir al supermercado, como de al Ichigo, digámoslo así. ¿Sí? Igual, miremoslo acá. No sé si aparezca en plural. Vamos a ver.
No estamos viendo la pantalla.
Gracias. Groceries. No aparece. Veamos. No aparece acá. Bueno, si lo buscamos en Word Reference, podemos encontrar ejemplos. To buy some groceries. So Pam went to the store to buy some groceries. Provisiones, comida, comestibles. You see?
Groceries. Groceries.
Groceries.
Groceries.
Yeah? Is that clear for you, Samir?
Yes, thanks.
Perfect. No problem. Anybody else? Any more questions?
What mean pretty much the same?
Pretty much the same. Okay. Como lo dije anteriormente, creo que se me va a apagar la cámara, pero bueno, voy a seguir hablando. Pretty much the same. Voy a pasar aquí. Bueno, pretty much the same significa, si lo traducimos literalmente, sería mucho lo mismo. Pero si no lo traducimos de una manera literal, sino de una manera coloquial o que se pueda entender, sería prácticamente lo mismo. Pretty much the same. The same es lo mismo. Pretty much en este caso significaría prácticamente.
Okay. Thanks.
No problem. You're welcome. Anybody else? No more questions?
No more questions.
Perfect, guys. So that is it for today. I will see you on Monday. And as I was saying in the group chat or in the WhatsApp group, we're gonna have like another session. I'm gonna try to do it on Saturday. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Saturday or Sunday to solve doubts or questions or just to practice English. It's gonna be through Facebook, and I will send you the information through the WhatsApp group. Okay, that's it, guys. See you next class.
Thank you so
We
much,
are in
teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
WhatsApp
Rest.
Bye bye.
Okay.
See,
Happy night.
Nikki. Yeah, tell me, Laura,
Bye.
Nikki.
We are in WhatsApp group.
Oh, you're not in the WhatsApp group. Okay, I'll make sure that I add you. Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. Have a nice night.
The same.
Thank you.